Chad from BioBreakVNC, and we're here to talk about Dungeon Empire. So can you tell us a little bit about the game?
Sure. Dungeon Empires is a web-based game, and you can play it in any browser. It works great in all browsers, and you basically get to be your own dungeon master. So you get to build your own dungeon, level up monsters, level up the dungeon, and level up your hero character to go raid other people's dungeons. So it's a very fun casual game.
So, man, could you tell me a little bit about the dungeon creation?
Sure. The dungeon creation is actually pretty easy. You start off with some basic rooms, and you start off with your entry room and your exit room. And as you raid other people's dungeons, that's how you can get new rooms, new monsters, new themes for your rooms. You can make them look like a mine or like a castle or like a cave, and it's all really cool. And you can also get like just gold, because you'll need some gold to like buy more skills for your hero, buy armor, buy other things for your character, so it's good to do that.
Tell us a little bit about that character creation.
Sure. The character creation, we have a few different classes. Right now today we're demoing our warrior, and we also have like, you know, a mage and a necromancer kind of class. So right now this is our warrior. And he's a bit pimped out with like all his armor and all that kind of stuff, and he's got lots of potions, and he's got all of his skill points up. So he's pretty strong. Obviously, it's a melee class, but we also have, like I said, some more caster classes. Like I personally like to play a necromancer. But this is our warrior, and this is a guy who you're going to run through other people's dungeons with. So you want to make sure he's powerful so you can get through these other dungeons. So, okay. And next, this is basically the dungeon editor. So as you can see, we have a bunch of different rooms. This is your starting room, and this is your exit room. So I'm gonna move some rooms around, so it's not really that hard of a dungeon anymore. And then you can zoom in and out. I zoomed in a little too much there. But if you want to, you can actually zoom in so far as to see the placement of the monsters in the rooms. So it's really great to like have that kind of level of detail. But you can also go in and you want to also develop your dungeons. Like this room is actually fully upgraded. It's already level 7, which is the highest it can go. And that allows you to unlock more creature slots as well as doors and fixtures. So if we go to, well, you can check out this one. This one's actually a fancier room because it has a medium creature slot, has a few different doors, and it also has a couple of fixtures. And what the fixtures do is they will give you bonuses for your creatures in the room. So you kind of want to build up your room with a theme. So that's why we have like a fire ant in here, because it's a fire-based room. And it also has more of a mine shaft look to it, and all these other things also help the bonuses of the creatures in the room. So that makes them extra powerful and slightly trickier for someone to get through. It won't be as easy. So once you build up your dungeon, if you want to, you can also visit your dungeon and test it. You won't get any experience points, but you can kind of see, does this work, does this not work, do I want to change the layout for something? But the other great part is going into the world and checking out what other people are doing. And this is the world editor. Each section is divided up by level, so we have level 1 to 15. We have next here 15 to 25. And this is where you can see other people's dungeons. Like this one has 31 creatures in it, so that's quite a long dungeon. So you want to make sure you have enough potions to go into that one. But you can go into some of the other ones, and you can see their dungeon. They'll cost action points, which you can see how many action points you have up there. And those will regenerate 3 points about every 5 minutes. So that's why it's a little more of a casual game, because you can play it for a certain amount of time, then go back and do something else, and then come back to the game and have all your points back. So you can raid these dungeons, and this is probably one of the really fun parts, is just seeing what other people do. And you can also get to see the different rankings for the dungeons, because you can see who has a high level dungeon, who's like really far up there, and who isn't, and all that kind of stuff. So this is basically how you start off in a dungeon, and you can either use WASD to move, or you can even just click up here on the mini-map, and you'll automatically run right to that point. So it kind of saves time a little bit. And then you open up a door, and it starts the turn-based monster fight. So you have skills down here, and you want to pick the skills that you want to know. You also get to see whose turn. The turns are right here, and then also over here we have health potions, mana potions. There's also some other potions that can buff you. So now let's see if we can. Wow, crit! And then you get a treasure chest, and this is where you get gold. You can also get other items. You can also look for other items. So like this one, I actually got an extra monster. So I'm going to take that plague rat, and then that's now a monster that you have to put in your own dungeon. So it's a great way to get some new items, and you can even get some rare items from this as well. So this is a great feature, but just to go back to show you, and this is your ending screen. So you can see everything that you gained or lost in there, and so it's a great way to look at stats. But the one last feature I'm just going to show is the general ranking system in the world, because it's great to see. You can see all the rankings, and you can see by ranking itself, like this is the highest level dungeon. And you can also, if you're just looking for your friend, you could just go by name. It'll just go alphabetically by name. So great social aspect to the game. And you could also see all the stats on your own raids right here. So you can see how much gold you've earned, you can see all the raids that you've gone on, and you can see all the dungeons that you've vanquished or even failed in. So it's a great, really fun casual browser game.
Tell us when there's going to be new releases or an update that's coming.
Unfortunately, I don't have any information on any new releases or updates. I know we're anxiously looking forward to getting some possible updates, but at this time, there's nothing.
In conclusion, is there anything that you'd like to say to your fans or anyone that would like to play?
Look for some awesome monsters, and I would love to check out all of your dungeons and see if I can get through them.